All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It is Wicked Raider 22. We are taking a look at our progress since the clan versus clan actually began. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of capture some of the updates that I've done so far. And let me just move this, of course, out of our way. It's the good thing is I have been able to go ahead and run about 150 multi-battles. So 150 multi-battles, kind of picking and choosing where I ran them, a little mixture between dungeon and also campaign, really heavily on the campaign side. If you take a look as far as energy, we are down to 546, which I think earlier today we were like hitting like 1700. Of course, I have definitely been going back to the arena. I'm going to refill our token set and return there probably at least 4 to 5 more times, because those rewards within this clan versus clan, I'm going to show you guys in just a second, is most definitely worth it. The other thing is building silver. I know that coming up, I want to move El Haynes to the next level. It would actually be my first champion to move to a 6-star. Hopefully even with the other account that I do have. So it's kind of one of those, but let's see what challenges that we've hit already. We did do some upgrades. I had to pull shards, and I'll show you guys the benefit of actually pulling those. Every now and then you kind of wait until the perfect moment and it works. And this was actually one of those moments. Now I have acquired a few champions. Some of these, of course, will be food, but we did get War Maiden within the campaign. So I know some people like use shards to pull her. I've seen videos on that one, but she is in campaign. I pulled her several times with my other account, but the thing is, I've used her as food almost every single time, and I absolutely love her design. Love it, love it. So I'm tempted to keep her, definitely power her up. I mean, stats are not bad. I know as far as speed, and there are a lot of recommendations on how to equip her to get the maximum out of her. We're going to do the same. We're able to go ahead and capture Deliana. We're going to definitely do a little research on that one as well. So War Maiden was one of the ones that we captured. Kind of excited about that one. You will pull Outlander quite a bit. And when you're looking at Outlander, oh, which I didn't go through the skill set for War Maiden, but we will. Savage Strike is what he's coming with. So pretty much a sword. And Talisman power level. This guy is food. Um, Off bats, I will eventually probably have to power him up for other purposes, because going through faction wars is going to prove different. Shield Guard, I am excited about this one. He's going to be a keeper. Shield Guard actually is one of our champions that I have seen so many videos about as him being a very good uncommon. So I am definitely keeping him. I'm kind of excited. I actually do not, I had him before in my other account, and I've used him so many times as food. And this time I'm not going to do it. So with War Maiden, it's the same thing for me. I'm kind of going the opposite direction to see if it gets a little better. And so far, you know, we are really powering through. Definitely have an impact on decision making as well. Now take a look. 49 shards. We're going to keep building those shards. We do have the guaranteed champion part going on, but that's at the ancient shard level. So for us, we're going to be pulling food. We're going to level up our champions before we make any other decisions as far as shards do go. Now, Guardian Ring is another one. I'm really tempted. We do have the 350 gems. I use Guardian Ring. I actually, on the other account, have 3 of these open. And I like it for a couple of reasons. There are some champions that when I pulled them the first time, I just absolutely refuse to let them go. And so I don't want them just sitting there. And it's nice that they're able to, you know, power up while I'm doing other things. And it's really, really helpful. I do want to go in and play with the slots quite a bit. But this time I'm really tempted to open this one. But I would have to pull a champion that I am just hardcore excited about bucking up slowly as I'm working in other areas. And we'll get there eventually. There are a few that I've had to sacrifice, and we'll have to sacrifice just to get to the levels that we're trying to go. We're going to check in on our events. If you are a beginner, especially Please do. Please try events, join a clan. There is a video that I did not too long ago that talks about the importance of clans, and all of these are kind of tied to just pushing yourself. It is nice to be able to collect these charms, and I need to really read and see what charms are all about, because honestly, I still have no idea. So you guys in the comments, if you know, definitely let me know, because I do not. The Kale tournaments, I mean, there are some tournaments you will not be ready for. I don't have a lot of epic champions on this account. I don't have any, but they also let you know what's coming up next, where you are, and you're good to go. So our rewards have been claimed. We came in 5th place with 200 of those lovely little moments. So we have finished the tournament, and that was a really good one. I will say that one. So the rewards are really good as well. Now, we haven't checked in the Great Hall, but let's check our treasury area. Oh, overflow from full champion collection. This is nice. Increase your champion collection capacity to 10 slots. I am here for it. Now, which one should we do? Gems, or I think I'm going to do silver. I know some people are probably cringing like, no, but this is proof of how many of those multi-battles we've used so far, and also how many of the energy blocks we still have remaining. So we're doing really good there. Looking around, we're looking pretty good. We did just add this nice little barbarian. I've actually pulled him before. Berserker is one of those, I couldn't decide whether to keep him, but I've had to sacrifice him probably 4 or 5 times, and I want to see what he can do. So all out attack, his level 1 is going to attack one enemy, fills the champion's turn meter by 30%. Now that can be interesting. And this attack is critical. That might be interesting, especially if you really build him with attack and speed, probably. Attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, is going to be Havoc, which is his second attack. Turn, he grants an extra turn if the target is killed, which if you build him the right way, he may be the only champion that would need to go in certain battles. And then Sweep attacks all enemies 2 times. That is nice. Will ignore 20% of each target's defense. Really? Okay. Okay. And so creates the problem. You start acquiring rares, and I have a real problem with rares because I love so many of them for so many reasons. And I'm stuck between rares and the few epics that, you kind of get and accumulate along the way. But you start like just, I've got to keep this champion, but I want to keep this one in. You start wanting to keep a little bit of everyone, but War Maiden, we're going to lock her. We're going to lock her. I'm just going to go ahead and commit to it, and we're going to log Berserker. Those are 2. Honestly, we're going to log Shield Guard. And the good thing is I actually have 2. So we're going to go to the tavern, do some work with him. Everybody else, though, will be food. I can definitely say these other 10 will be food. So we're looking good there. I won't do any additional work, but if I can get some commitment out of it, I most certainly will. Now, here's what happened. Let's go to the tavern because it's just easier to see. While we did the multi-battles. So if you take a look up top, Magic Brews, these were all zeroed out. And we acquired these within those 100 battles. I was on normal in the Deadlands. So my goal was to get War Maiden, of course, which is kind of why I picked that area. I ran all 100 battles, and of course, Elhain is maxed out. You have War Priest, who is maxed out now. Sniper is another one. Our Rotten Mage was starting to build. And what I did was I put them in order of smallest number of stars, because it doesn't take very much to get them maxed out all the way to the max number. So that's why these 2, have increased, but they're not fully there. It will allow me to upgrade champions, and that's what I'm looking for really more than anything else. I need to upgrade to the 4-star level so that way I'm able to go in and take care of these champions first. I can't take care of anyone else, even considering Rotten Mage as a member of that top 4, until I get these first 3 done. So I want to push them to the next level. The other thing is I want to make sure that everyone has been ascended. So we're going to ascend to the max. I figured out the importance of this as I have moved up into that kind of 30-day, 40-day mark. So guys, Ascension makes a difference. I promise you, it's something you definitely want to keep up with, and it's something you surely want to do. Potion Mixer is another one where you're going in and kind of looking at, what am I missing? Here, I need some more of the white potions, and unfortunately, this is the one you normally get from missions, but there is a keep for it, and you're going to visit it a lot. So I'm going to pause before I do anything else, because I'll get off task with that one, and we'll come back to Ascending Sniper in particular. Rotting Mage is another one. I can go ahead and ascend there, since that's my top 4. And right now, I'm not going to ascend anyone else. If I choose to ascend anyone else, just to solidify that they're going to stay, we can definitely do that with my War Maiden. And this is also kind of a good way for me to have a good visual marker of, hey, we're not getting rid of this one. We need 2 potions to ascend him. And then, of course, we're going to need potions for Shield Guard as well. So I know that before it's all said and done, we're going to go into the battle area and start taking a look at that particular keep, which is going to be the Arcane's Keep. We're going to run this one with probably our last multi-battle to really build up that area, and then make sure that no one else is going to need blue potions. So that's going to be the other step, because we only have 3 hours to go. And then, of course, these will rotate. So this is the first time coming to the dungeon since we've logged in and seeing that some of the keeps are locked. And as you can see, you have to wait till Thursday for the Spirit Keep, Friday for the Force Keep, Sunday for Void Keep. And they rotate on a regular basis. They kind of give you that first week to get your handle on what you need. But remember Deliana, who we're almost like, we're 1 day away, one day away. But notice the keep is going to close right before, but guess what potion type she needs? And it's going to be the red one. So that's why we spent that first multi-battle just going through 4 potions. The offset of getting potions, of course, is each battle you will not acquire as much XP. And that's okay. Go in and do your XP boost. The amount of XP your champion earns, is increased by 100%. You can use that, boom, you've earned the reward, and it'll kind of make it worth it, because you need those potions in the end. Now, I know that I'll have to go and do a few battles there. And of course, we've met another challenge just by going in. Ascension is always a good one, but don't forget what we actually went to the tavern for, because that's what it is. I want to make sure you are in need. We went ahead with War Maiden. We can't do the other 2. So the other thing I wanted to see if we could do was go ahead and ascend our champion. And what's going to happen is, notice that you need 4 champions since she is at this particular level. And we didn't acquire any additional tombs, of course, or books. So what I'm going to do, I can actually upgrade quite a few of these. Let's go ahead and see who else we can bump up a level. She's one as well. As far as upgrade rank, I don't have anyone else to push their position. And he's not quite ready. Everyone else was bumped up. We come to the bottom. And this is where we're going to upgrade those ranks. Oh, no, let's not do that. Let's go here. Whew, we are having a hard time. I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to pull. I do need to increase, which is something I'll have to do. I'm going to use silver instead. I'm really trying to be conservative on my gem usage. At this point, I know that even earning multi-battles is a big one. Oh, Pit Fighter. I haven't pulled him before. So that's interesting. I have not pulled Pit Fighter before. I have pulled Wind Talker before, and I've kept them for small spurts of time, but Pit Fighter, I'm interested. So we'll go in and take a look at what that is and kind of talk about the rationale behind that. You'll notice that each time I pull shards, each time we do a multi-battle run, or just acquire a new champion in general, that I go in and just kind of travel back to the index on it. So think about it this way. as you are seeing your legendaries, and for us, we don't expect the legendary or epic area to be highlighted at this point. But sometimes you look up and get a really good rare. And there are some rares that people will talk about more than others. And I'll tell you, I can do a whole little video on 2 rares or so from each area that I probably heard about the most, to the point that when you actually pull them, their names are like just emblazoned in your mind. There are also a few uncommons and commons that fall into the category. But Archer is not one. She's not one. She does have a double shot, attacks one enemy 2 times, has that extra 15%. Her speed is at 97. And this rain of arrows is actually the same attack that Sniper has. So remember, when you're trying to decide who to pick, or if you really like the skill of a champion, there are champions, several champions in each faction who will have overlapping skills. Sometimes it's helpful. I've seen people that build out the same champion just a few different ways, depending on what part of the game they plan on using them in. And, that works as well. But here's an uncommon that I have not pulled. Now, by the way, I've heard good things about Zephyr Sniper. I just watched a video actually on her. And when I pulled her, I was kind of torn. We need food at this point, and I have to be willing to sacrifice until our top 4 are maxed out. Our top 1 is the requirement. I'm not to a point where I'm willing to sacrifice that three-member support with War Priest, Sniper, and Rotting Mage, because when you start dropping below your top 4, it gets a little sticky sometimes. Zephyr Sniper is actually one of those I've thought about using her to replace Sniper, but this is where I get stuck, because I've listened to the videos. Guys, I'm serious. If you have not joined Ash, he is so awesome. Ash Raid Shadows, it is amazing. View lists, topics, videos, all of that. It's really good, but you can tell those people that are been at the end game for a while, because when he does go back and do those beginner videos, the depth of knowledge is just pure awesomeness. So definitely seek that one out. Now, Zephyr Sniper comes with a suppressive fire, attacks all enemies, has a 15% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random skill on each target by 1 turn. Honestly, early game, thinking of the dungeons that I've been in so far, like I just unlocked that little tower at the end. I think I'm on the 3rd battle end, guys. I can think of when you're working with the lady that's over the Spirit Keep, whatever her little name is, and how she's able to replenish, using that passive. If I can figure out which champion would best slow that, ability down, I could run through that area with so many different teams and acquire what I need. So I'm torn. I'm increasing her, but I think we're going to sacrifice her anyway. And then we'll go back, because she is one that can be found in a couple of areas. Now, Pit Fighter, two skills. True Strike will attack 1 enemy, has an extra 25% chance of placing a critical hit. And then we have Gust of Dust. Attacks 1 enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 50%. Decreasing the turn meter is always good. This will be a hard one, because that's the one part of the skill that I'm really loving, but I am not loving everything else. So I will say though, design-wise, I always love the colors. The attention to detail with the belting, the metal placement is really, really nice. Not impressed with his skills, not impressed with him as a champion, but hey, it was interesting to see because I haven't seen him before. So here we go. I believe, let's see if we need to make some choices, because I don't think we're in a position to. These guys are ready to be maxed. We actually don't need to max him anymore. I should have left him off the list, because I'm going to sacrifice. I need to get 2 more of these guys to that moment. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take him, for example. Jaeger, I have heard some good things about, honestly. And before I do that, Jaeger is only about 2,000 away. Nope, we can definitely sacrifice some soldiers to get that done. I almost made one of those mistakes. Pay attention to how far they are from the target itself. We're going to upgrade his rank, of course. We can choose these guys. All right, so now he falls into that category, so we can get her boosted. Let's see who else we can boost, which honestly, if we have, which I think we do, we can go down and go ahead and use a brew. I don't want to spend all of my time trying to actually, total is 18. You know, Maxie's champions out. I'll just be honest. Oh, it takes about 4. Nope. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna run 2 of these. So upgrade. Who else do we need to upgrade? All of these guys can be upgraded to a level 2. Oh. No. On upgrade rank. There we go. That made that easier. Upgrade rank tells us. So Homegirl is not ready. She still needs 2 more people to ascend. And then we have these guys who we can upgrade their ranks by sacrificing a couple of the lowers. And certain champions you will pull so often, you automatically know as soon as you see them, you are going to be food. Now, keep in mind, you are still spending silver. So with every click you make, there will be a cost. And that's why you will hear so many people talk about the importance of silver, knowing what champions, you know, you have to move up, which ones you won't be moving up. It's something to definitely keep in mind, because the more you have to deal with this and come back to the tavern, the more money you know absolutely you're going to be spending. And we can move these others up, but I'm going to leave them there because number one, I don't want to just keep depleting my silver, but I want to take you guys to clan versus clan, just look at progress. So progress wise, we are 12 hours from ending this, so anything can still change, but we're doing really good. Campaign 13,000 compared to their 2,000. And this is where probably the majority of us have spent our time. Your opponents, your points and contributions. So for us on our end, we've contributed 11,580, which makes me pretty happy. So I feel like we're doing something. I'm going to go back to arena only because you're getting 2 times the points. And limit is 19,150. We have not reached that limit just yet. And Dragon's Objective is another one that looks pretty interesting, going to Dragon's Lair 2 times the points as well. So those are probably 2 areas I will focus. I'm really interested to see how far we are. So 12 hours, we may succeed with this one. That would be pretty nice. Who wouldn't mind getting a little, 100 energy there? I was hoping we would get here, but we'll see how that works as well. So some of the benefits, as you guys can see, looking at clan rewards, are just the type of rewards that you get. So don't shy away from it because you're just starting. Remember, we're 6 days in and we've earned all of these so far. The other thing is you have personal rewards that if your clan is winning, so we're trying to meet this number here, we're able to get this extra little boost bonus as well. And it would have been nice to hit 25,000. I just don't know because that first 15 is such a milestone, but we'll see, how that goes and how it plays out. I know we don't have very many multi-battles. I think only 1 remaining. So that'll get used as well, but we're going to keep pushing. Guys, the biggest thing is we are excited with the progress as far as champions and where we're sitting. Those that we have earned as far as War Maiden, Berserker, and Jaeger, who will be sacrificed. But just taking a look at, also who's going to be those players, those major players. I'm going to go in and do some artifact upgrades and get a little bit more strategic as far as that goes. And we'll do an update for you as well. You guys keep playing. Let me know where you are, how things are going for you. And hey, I will talk to you soon.